big exec dreams. Catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing Convo.
Welcome to the Marketing Execution Podcast. This is the show for tech founders and leaders building B2B products and technologies. We show you how to go further, faster to get the business results you need.
From strategies to big exec dreams. Catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing Convo.
70% of CEOs expect CMOs to lead revenue growth. However, many marketing leaders struggle to demonstrate the true value of their efforts. I live this every day, and perhaps you can relate too. Today, we're tackling how tech companies can align marketing performance with business outcomes by using data-driven insights to elevate their go-to-market strategies. You'll discover a proven framework for optimizing your marketing impact, including how to balance leading and lagging indicators, the critical metrics that matter most, and how to develop stakeholder dashboards that resonate with your executive team. This is an episode you want to listen to all the way to the end. Drawing from my experience generating over $500 million in shareholder value for tech startups, we'll explore actionable strategies that yield measurable results. Don't forget to subscribe to the Marketing Execution Podcast for weekly insights on scaling tech companies. Let's join Tim and Lisa as we dive into this essential conversation.
All right, so you're about to walk into that big meeting, you know the one, where you finally get to prove to your CEO that marketing isn't just some fluffy expense, it's a revenue machine. Except you're not sure how to get that point across.
That's a common struggle.
Yeah, proving marketing's worth, it can feel like navigating a minefield sometimes. Luckily, that's exactly what we're diving deep into today.
Excellent.
We're going to untangle this whole marketing measurement mess using, well, a bunch of the research that you sent us. And believe me, there is some seriously valuable stuff in those reports. And to help us make sense of it all, we've got our expert here.
Always happy to help decode the world of marketing data.
Now, one of the reports you sent, the one from Gartner, it really zeroes in on something that I think a ton of marketers are dealing with: data overload. We're swimming in dashboards and spreadsheets, but actually linking all of that back to real, tangible business value.
It's the million-dollar question.
Absolutely. In fact, Gartner actually found that a whopping 70%.
70%, it's a big number.
I know. CEOs now expect CMOs to be revenue drivers, not just brand gurus.
It's the new reality. They want to see those marketing efforts tied directly to the bottom line.
Wow. So it's not enough to be creative wizards anymore. Now we need to be like profit-conjuring sorcerers or something.
Something like that, yeah. CEOs like Mark Benioff from Salesforce are even saying CMOs should own the revenue number.
Okay, so the pressure's definitely on. What's driving this big shift? Why is everyone suddenly so obsessed with connecting marketing to, the cold, hard cash?
Well, for starters, everyone else is upping their data game. Finance, they've always been data-driven, but now sales teams are armed with CRMs and fancy analytics tools.
Right.
And they're all demanding more transparency from marketing. Then there's the fact that marketing's role is expanding. It's not just about ads anymore.
It's everything.
Right. It's customer experience, it's content creation, it's social media. It's a lot harder to measure impact when marketing touches everything.
It's like trying to measure the ROI of sunshine.
Exactly. It's essential for growth, but how do you quantify it? That's where having a solid framework for measurement becomes crucial. And thankfully, Gartner provides just that.
Okay, so a framework for figuring out marketing measurement when it's like everywhere, like sunshine, but measurable. I like it. Tell me more about this Gartner framework.
Sure thing. Gartner basically breaks it all down into 3 levels. Think of it like a pyramid. At the very top, you've got your business outcomes. Those are the big picture metrics, the ones that really get CEOs fired up.
Stuff like what? Revenue growth?
Exactly. Yeah. Revenue growth, customer lifetime value, maybe even cost savings. That kind of thing.
Right. The stuff that directly impacts the bottom line. No more vanity metrics. It's all about those dollars and cents.
It's about showing the value.
So how do we get there? How do we actually connect those, let's be honest, sometimes fluffy marketing activities back to those business outcomes?
Well, that's where the second tier comes in marketing objectives. This is where you define exactly how marketing is contributing to those bigger business goals.
Okay, so for example, let's say our business outcome is we want to increase our annual recurring revenue by 20%. Would a marketing objective be something like generate 500 qualified leads from those high-growth companies, or even increase the average deal size but use targeted content marketing to do it?
You got it. You're basically defining the steps, the marketing steps that'll move the needle on those big goals. And then to actually track how you're doing on those objectives, we come to the base of our pyramid. Marketing metrics.
Okay, so this is where we get into the nitty-gritty website traffic, conversion rates, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. It's about getting specific and measurable. But here's the thing. It can't just be about tracking everything that moves. That's where, and I know you've heard this before, cross-functional alignment is key.
We have to talk about alignment, don't we? It's like that magical place where sales, marketing, finance, they actually agree on what success looks like.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's a unicorn.
Yeah.
But it's so important because if marketing's off measuring one thing and sales is focused on something else entirely, you're not going to reach that shared goal, are you?
Yeah, a chance. It's like a relay race. Everyone's got to be in sync for that handoff to be successful.
This framework, this pyramid, it all makes sense, but how does it actually play out? In the real world? How are companies using these different types of metrics, these levels, to show their impact?
Great question. And this is where things get really interesting. Remember all those dashboards and spreadsheets we talked about? This is where they go from being just data dumps to being really powerful tools. Gartner actually breaks down those marketing metrics even further into three main types: leading indicators, lagging indicators, and operational metrics. Each one tells a different part of the story.
All right, so we've got our three amigos: leading indicators, lagging indicators, and operational metrics, each one with a different story to tell. I'm ready to hear more. Give me the details.
Okay, so let's start with those leading indicators. Think of these as your forward-looking metrics, like having a crystal ball, right? They give you a glimpse into the future, helping you see if you're on track to hit those big business outcomes we talked about.
So, what kind of metrics are we talking about here? I need some concrete examples.
Think brand awareness. How much buzz are you generating? Social media engagement? Are people talking about you online? Or even just the sentiment around your brand? Are people saying nice things? These are all clues about potential success down the line. Like, let's say you launch this amazing new campaign and boom, suddenly your brand is trending on Twitter.
Everyone's talking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a strong leading indicator that your message is resonating. You're on the right track. Even if, and this is important, even if you don't see an immediate jump in sales, that buzz, it's a really positive sign.
Got it. So it's like you're planting the seeds, and those leading indicators are telling you if the soil is fertile.
Perfect analogy. But
cool.
Then you also need those lagging indicators. Those tell you what's already happened in the scoreboard after the game has been played.
Right. Like, did we win or lose?
Exactly. Things like, sales conversions, how many people actually bought something, customer lifetime value, are they sticking around? And of course, your return on investment, the ROI.
Okay, but the thing is, those lagging indicators, they only tell you the outcome, not necessarily how you got there.
Which is exactly why you need both. The leading indicators, they give you that early warning system, those potential future wins, while those lagging indicators, those tell you if your strategies are actually paying off. But there's one more piece of the puzzle, right?
Don't tell me, there's more.
One more. Operational metrics. And these are all about how well your marketing machine is actually running. Think of things like email open rates, or people even reading your stuff.
Yeah.
Website traffic, where are they coming from? Cost per click, are you spending your budget wisely? All those nuts and bolts.
So we're fine-tuning the engine, making sure everything's running smoothly. I like it. So
Yeah.
we've got the compass, the scoreboard, and the mechanics toolkit. It all works together.
There you go. Leading indicators showing you the direction, lagging indicators confirming you got there, and operational metrics making sure the journey is efficient. But it doesn't stop there. The real magic happens when you take all this data, all these insights, and you tailor them to your audience.
Because let's be real, the CEO probably doesn't want to see a report full of email open rates.
Absolutely not. They care about those big picture business outcomes. Your VP of sales, on the other hand, maybe they want to see how marketing is impacting the pipeline.
Right. So speak their language, give them the data that's most relevant to their world.
You got it. Don't overwhelm them with vanity metrics that don't tell the whole story. That's how you prove marketing's value in a way that everyone understands.
I love it. So much good stuff here. To recap, for everyone listening, focus on those top-level business outcomes. Use the three-tiered framework, the pyramid. to connect the dots between what you do and those big goals. Track your progress using those leading, lagging, and operational metrics we talked about. And then tailor your reporting. Make it relevant. Now, before we wrap up, our expert always leaves us with something to ponder as we head into the weekend. Hit us with your best shot.
All right, here's a good one. If you could only track one metric, just one, to show how valuable marketing is, what would it be? What's the one number that tells the most compelling story to your boss, your stakeholders, everyone?
Ooh, that is a good one. Definitely food for thought. Well, on that note, we'll let you all go mull that over. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive. See you next time.
The Marketing Execution Podcast is produced by Growth Stage Marketing. We are on a mission to see your company reach wild success using marketing pods.
Too big, accept dreams. Catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing Convo.
Thank you for listening and being a part of the marketing execution movement and community. To learn how growth stage marketing clients reach more buyers and drive business impact, go to growthstage.marketing. That's growthstage.marketing.